It was so good to see those of you who made it the other night. It was really great to meet our new course mates to the class and to the program. And I've sent out an email to those of you who started in September because it's time for you to apply by February 1 to graduate in May. You will have 3 classes to complete after walking in May, but you're definitely eligible to apply for that. So it's an exciting time. We do have several courses to go through, and I really am excited about what's going on with the PRSA as well. I had a retreat on Sunday with the PRSA board where we're talking about planning the events of this year. And what I mean by events is the local Inland Empire chapter of PRSA has a luncheon usually once a month. If it's not a luncheon, they'll have a breakfast or an evening event where you are able to meet people who are in PR, who work for nonprofits or businesses in Riverside or the Inland Empire in general. So we will be really working with them quite a bit this year. And what is a wonderful thing that came up at the meeting is that they want to support those who are studying PR, whether it be at the master's level or at the bachelor's level. So they want to meet you, they want to be available as a speakers board to come and speak to events that we're going to plan on main campus or in conjunction with Cal State San Bernardino's PRSA. So it's a good time for the PRSA. There is a conference in Phoenix in April 18th through 20th. If you are interested in attending, send me an email and I'll send you the link. Of course, we don't have a budget to pay for it, but being that it's Phoenix, it's not that far. It is PRSA Western District Conference, and myself and Dr. Hernandez will be going, and other PR practitioners from this area will be headed out there. So if you're interested, send me an email and I'll provide you with the information. Well, this week 3, I'm not done grading yet. As we get into the heavier writing pieces where there's more writing involved, I like to take my time and really read it. And sometimes I have to read it once and come back to it and then provide you feedback. So be patient. My grading will get done soon. I'm working on it. But what I wanted to talk to you about this week is you're going to be reading and studying about in our textbook writing for radio, writing for messages that will appear in advertisements or in print material. And this is a really exciting topic. And you know, as we listen to a little snippet on the radio or we read a short piece contained in a magazine with a beautiful image, there's a very short little period of time that the attention can be grabbed and that someone can be influenced, which that's a big word for PR, influence, where you can be influenced to have your curiosity piqued. Um, for those of you who are into fashion in the class, and I know we have a few people who are, maybe I could describe that to you by thinking about looking at a Vogue magazine or a magazine with wonderful, beautiful portraits of models in clothing or fashion items, or pictures of a makeover of just an everyday person who is made over. We look at those and it kind of motivates us, similar to a how-to article might, where you but it's even shorter than that because a how-to article intrigues people because it is so short, a few steps, 7 steps to being successful with money or something like that. Well, when you see this image and a few words, it just grabs you. And I have an example of that I posted in the week 3 folder. It's actually a clip from a show called Mad Men. I don't know if any of you have watched Mad Men, but it's very interesting when you look at it from a writing point of view and a PR plus advertising point of view. And this is a clip where Don Draper, the star of the show, is talking about a Kodak product. And as you hear him talk, you can see he sort of reaches into the emotional part of those listening, the kind of the sense of their memory and what matters to them. And in PR, we do this. We try to touch people and grab their attention and then influence them. And depending on what type of a PR campaign you're on, hopefully for something really good. In fact, that's why it's so important to choose carefully who you do PR for. If you're doing PR for a nonprofit or a church, definitely it's a worthy cause, but you don't want to use those persuasive skills for a cause that you really don't think is worthy. So watch Don Draper and how he creatively came up with that campaign, supposedly in the show. But what I like about Mad Men, there's a lot of things I don't like about it, but what I do like about it is they show how that creative collaborative process works. It's like it's not the first idea. When you have an idea for something in public relations, maybe a slogan or a mission statement, Usually it takes several different people looking at it, weighing in, sleeping on it, tossing it around, tossing some different words around, looking what those words mean, going to the thesaurus, looking at images that go with the words until you finally get it. But when you only have a few words to use, it has to be that creative. Similar to a radio pitch for something. When there is a radio broadcaster who's going to read a short piece, it has to be catchy and it has to grab the listener's attention. So as you're learning to write for the various forms used in PR, whether it be advertising, whether it be a press release, it's important to just understand the value of the written word. I always think about God chose the written word through the Bible to reach us. I mean, he could have done it in many other ways. There could have been just some other way, some visual image that happened, something that came to us in a dream. But we get to know God by reading the Bible. When we do that, we start to see the person of Jesus Christ emerge. And it's really beautiful. Well, if the written word was what he chose, then you can see how there is power in the written word. I mean, there's that old saying that the pen is mightier than the sword, and a well spoken word really can do so much. But when we use that skill in PR to help our clients and to reach people who maybe would be benefited by getting involved in the project that we are promoting, there is a great power to it. So I want you to really take in the material you read and start to perfect that and notice as you listen to things in the media the way words are used to grab the attention and how people paint pictures with words to bring you into the story and into the product or whatever campaign, charity, whatever it might be. So I hope you have a really good week. Remember, I am available to pray for you. If you ever have a prayer request, please send me an email. And no question is a silly question. I want to answer all your questions. Like I said, I have my phone by me, and if it's something that I can answer quickly, I'll just shoot it off to you. If I need to open up my computer and give you a more thorough, in-depth answer, I will. If you need to come to my office here at Tyler Plaza, just send me an email and I'll fit you into my schedule. It's really an open door policy while I'm here. It's no problem, and I'm happy to do phone conversation with you as well. So stay tuned for information about PRSA. I have a meeting tomorrow, and I should have some information about upcoming events after tomorrow. Have a good week. Thanks.